I'm doing it again. I'm transforming my life right before I turn 35. This morning I came into my office ready to sit down, create content, get ready for the week, but something felt sticky and something didn't feel right. And this isn't the first time that this has happened. I usually end up just pushing through it, but I don't know. I think it was getting to be such a big weight. So when anything like this happens, I like to remind myself of who I am, my accomplishments, where I'm going, and really just have this connection with them. But then I also like to connect with my future self. So I ask my things like, okay, what have I accomplished? Who am I as a person? What impact am I making? What do I want to accomplish? What does future Jordan want? Who does she want to be? What's the end goal here? And then what impact is future Jordan making? And when I did that, it seemed off. It did not seem right. And it did not seem like the actions that I was doing every single day was carving a path for the person that I wanted to be. So I was not living in my future self's shoes now. So I had a little realization that maybe over these past 9 months and reigniting my business have not been what I've expected because I have not been doing the aligned work. And to be honest, I don't think I really have been aligned with 100% with myself since like the birth of my son. I've always been working to really heal myself after the postpartum depression, going back to corporate, reigniting my business, right? It's been this massive journey. And for me personally, something really needs to change. And I want to be that aligned person. But at the same time, I also need to realize that I'm in a whole different stage of life, and that needs to be recognized and respected. So right here, right now, I'm deciding to close the gap between who I am currently and who I want to be. In my last podcast episode, I did talk about how to become your future self. And now it's time that we just go on this journey together. So I have done this before. This is not the first time that I've decided to transform my life. This is not the first time that I've needed to take stock into where I really am, who I want to be, and where I really want to go. So as I just said, let's take some stock. Where are you currently? And I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm gonna be open, I am not hiding anything. As of recently, if you've been following me, I just moved my family across the country to be closer with our families because I did not have that in Edmonton. I didn't have a village, like it was me, Mike, and the baby, and it was tough, right? I am lucky enough and I'm super grateful to have the families that we have that are so connected, that are so willing and wanting to be in my son's life and to help me out. And we have that village aspect in both of our families. And I'm obsessed with it and I loved it. So we had to move from Edmonton to Toronto. Now, the difference being from Edmonton to Toronto is a massive increase in cost of living and across the whole board. Now, people will be like, oh my God, you're fucking insane. Like, Mike and I could live off one singular household income in Edmonton, and that is just not possible in the city of Toronto or the GTA or in like Southern Ontario, period. So right now we are living with our in-laws, and I do not think it's a bad thing. I think it's amazing, like I said, that we have these families that can give us the opportunity to stay with them while we look for our perfect home, while we don't rush into anything. All that stuff I'm super grateful for. But do I want to live with my in-laws? No. So number one, I'm living with my in-laws. Number two, as I said, I've been feeling unaligned in my business and I'm not making the impact that I'm craving to make, and I'm not really connecting with anybody in turn, which means my business is a very up and down. It's very blah, 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 blah. I don't even know how to say it. And I'm not where I want to be, and I don't like saying that because who knows where the fuck we're supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like, you're putting a timeline on it, so you're putting an expectation on it. So what I have been doing with my business is that I have been doing the things that I think will get me further ahead, doing the things that are all over the internet that I don't fucking like to do anyway. And that's why I'm so pissed off about this, because I know better. I fucking know better. I know that it's not like, oh, I don't want, and I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. I don't want to make fucking shitty income claim reels. I don't like that. That's not something I want. And I feel like people are also getting like, they're just numb to the income claims. And I want more than a 5 to 7 second reel telling you to listen to read my caption. Like, there's just a lot that I've been doing, that I've done to appease algorithms and appease audiences trying to get vanity metrics, and I just don't fucking like it. And it's been hindering my business more than helping it. And then also, lastly, my physical and mental health habits, not great. If you know anything about me, you know that I am like routine, I'm productive, I'm motivated, I'm the 4:30 a.m. girly getting her ass to the gym, always fucking have been. Well, since I've been 29, that was the last time that I did like a big life transformation. Who is this future self and what do I want? Obviously, like, I want to purchase a home, but the average cost of a home, I think in Toronto, is like $1.3 million. And I don't want a massive mortgage, so I want a massive down payment. We would like to purchase a family home in the west end of the GTA. Secondly, I would like to be ramping up my investments. I want my investments to be nice. I want them to be diverse. I want them to be and fluffy. And then I want to, for my business, I want to move in a way that is going to get me to the person who I want to be. So I want to be a paid speaker. I want to be a 7-figure online mentor. Like, using the skills that I already have and using the experiences that I already have. And that to me just can't be one thing. And I don't like niche down, not niche down, whatever the fuck. Like, that to me, I don't just want to talk about business and income and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's not, that to me is like, I love business and I love social media, but like, I need more than that. And I know to be successful in business, it's a lot of mindset, it's a lot of habits, and there's a lot of reworking that we need to do to be successful. I need to shift my business in a way that I can become this motivational speaker. I can be this person. When I like sit and picture myself, like, I'm up on stages, I'm talking to people, I'm motivating them, I'm telling my story about being a homeless drug addict. Like, that is what I am doing. I'm talking to them about the power of transformation. And then lastly, obviously, like, mentally and physically as strong as humanly possible. Like, that's what I want. And that's different for every single person. Now, once again, I want to be very upfront and very transparent about the advantages or the expertise that I have. So when I say I'm starting from zero, if you've done something before, you're not starting from fucking zero, okay? You have knowledge in it. You've learned something from it. Number one, I've reinvented myself more than once. I have put my head down and I've done the work more than once. So I have a strong foundation. I do have strong habits and I do have a strong mindset. I actually have those to lean back on. Like, you know what? An old house has good bones. Like, I got good bones. When it comes to physical fitness, I am a bodybuilder. I've won both competitions. I've never placed lower than 4th. And the last show that I was in, even though it was years ago, I took home the whole thing, and my next show should have been for my pro card. I've reinvented myself 15 years ago. I was a homeless drug addict living in cardboard boxes. I did not know where my next meal was coming from. I was abused. Like, I was a 17, 18, 19-year-old homeless female on the streets of Toronto. Then I went to a Scientologist rehab. I got into an abusive relationship, and I actually ended up running away from this person while they had left, and I never looked back. And after a couple bumps in the road, I decided that this isn't the life that I wanted to live, and I fought to completely change my life. And by the time I was 25, I was upper management in multi-million-dollar corporations. And then at 29, I had the corporate job, I had the relationship, I had the life, I had the this, I had the that, I had everything that society tells us that we should be happy with. Just be happy. And I wasn't happy with my good job and my fucking good relationship. No, I was settling, and I knew in my brain, and I knew in my heart, and I knew in my soul, and I knew in my spirit that I did not go through everything that I have been through in life for this to be it. This to me, this is not it. So at 29, I left that person. I quit my fucking job. I went back to waiting tables, and I decided to go all in on my online business and my physical health. I competed in a bodybuilding show, my first bodybuilding show, created this beautiful 6-figure online business. I had Jack in 2021. He is turning 3. But the pregnancy was extremely high risk. I had gained so much weight and I didn't even recognize who I was as a person. And it's been extremely difficult. Like I've been trying to rebuild this person for it's going to be over 3 years, right? Like we're pregnant for fucking a million months. High risk pregnancy. And afterwards I had severe postpartum depression, as well as being a new mom and a husband to a professional athlete who is away every single weekend. I had to dissolve my business. I took some time and I needed to focus on just my physical and my mental health. Rebuilt that up, still wasn't ready to come back online, and I got a corporate job, worked with them for like just over a year. Really just instilled why I actually do fucking hate corporations. I worked 7 days a week. I worked over 70 hours. I was on the road 4 days a week, in the office 1 day, and it's not like, oh, you don't like working. No, I'd be at the gym at literally at 4 o'clock in the morning, shower, get on the road, and would not get home until like, I don't know, maybe 6 o'clock at night, and then still have paperwork to do all day from being on the road. It was not something that's not the life that I want. So Mike and I decided that it would be okay for me to leave my job and go full in on my business. Here I am, I'm wondering, I'm like, why don't I love making content? Why don't I love what's going on here? Like, why do I feel this way about a business that I was so fucking obsessed with? And like, not to toot my home, but really fucking good at. I had clients all the time. I was making like $40,000 months. Like it was incredible. And the thing is, I feel like I fell back into the trap of doing things because that's what I thought would get me ahead, similar to working in corporate and working in upper management, similar to I should be posting this content because that's what people expect of me, or that's what the algorithm likes. Like falling into, I'm not doing it for me anymore and really not even being my authentic self. That's why now I have to transform again. I have to do something because I can't fucking fake who I am, and I'm not going to. And secondly, I do not want a normal job. I want to when I say this, like, I used to fucking eat out of trash cans. I've been sexually assaulted by cops, and I fucking rebuilt my life up from nothing. And I was thinking about it, I was listening to something today, and I was thinking about it, like, to me, being homeless and being addicted to crack and whatever, like, was rock bottom at the time. To me, there's no option of me going back there, but what I'm saying is the fact that it's been so long and I don't have the business that I thought I would, and I let myself fall back into this trap when I fucking know better. I'm not saying it's rock bottom, but it's pretty fucking shitty. And I'm just not going to do that. But you know what I'm also not going to do? I'm not going to quit. I fucking refuse to quit. I know I'm made for more. I know there is more than to just wake up, pay bills, and fucking die. I do not believe in retiring at 60, like, no, that's not it. So I was talking about how I have advantages and expertise. I've transformed my life before and I can do it again. I have the determination, I have the grit, and I've done it before. So I know the habits. I know how to eat healthy. I know how to have a strong routine. I know how to make content. I know how to edit. I know how to do this stuff, which flows into my second point. I have been in online business and creating content for over 6 years. I'm confident on camera. I'm confident in my editing skills. I know how to blog. I know how to create funnels. I know how to use AI. Like, I still have so much to learn. To me, I kind of have that gene that's like, I can fucking do it. And I've done it, like, same thing. I've done it before. I've been an extremely successful online mentor for many people before, and I've marketed across a lot of fucking platforms. I've been a solopreneur for a long ass time. So I'm not just starting a content creation journey. I have expertise in it. I'm not just starting an online business from scratch. I've done it before. And then number 3 is I have a fucking, like, I just went on this tangent. I have a deep knowing that there is more in life. I have a deep, you can call it delusion, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. I know I'm made for more. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and there's nothing that will stop me. But here's the kicker. I obviously don't want it to take that long, but who knows how long it's gonna take, because time is a construct that we put on ourselves. And because I have these amazing foundations that you guys actually get to learn from, right? So you can actually skip all of that hard shit and just follow along, and I'm gonna teach you how to implement these habits. I'm gonna teach you about self-sabotage and how to stop fucking doing it to yourself. Like, I want you to learn how to also close your timeline between your current and desired self. At this moment, right now in time, I'm done playing small. I'm done with these shitty ass, and I know they're fucking shitty, and that's what pisses me off, is that I know better. I'm done with these short-term tactics because I know I'm better, and I fucking know better, and I can be better, and I can make more of an impact, and I can be that person who I want to be and become that person. I have a story that I want to share with the world. I have knowledge and I have experience and I have shit that I want to share with the world. And I also, but the thing is I also want to make an impact. And right now I'm about to turn 35 with a 3-year-old toddler, and it is not too late to change your life. It is not too late to do something with it. It is not too late to do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm not watching people fly anymore. That's not it. That's not who I want to be. And I will not be that person. I am changing my life mentally, physically, and professionally, and I do not give a fuck. It is time. And if you are ready to do any one of those subjects, if you want a better mindset, if you want to be healthy, if you want to grow professionally as well, let's fucking do this, because what's the fucking price if you don't? So if you're ready to do any one of those topics, any one of those same things, like, I just implore you to follow along. I'm going to be documenting this journey. And like I said, I'm about to turn 35. I have a 3-year-old son, and I have a professional athlete husband who is gone 20 to 24 weekends out of the year. So it means I only have BB, which is why we moved home. Remember that village? Anyways, I really don't know how to end this off. Thank you so much for listening to me rant and for understanding that in life and in business, we do change, we do transform. It is the only thing that is consistent is change itself, and you fucking deserve change. You deserve that vision that you have was planted in there, because there is a multiverse that already has it done. Already has done. It's already happened. Okay? Okay, I'll see you in the next one.